So this is episode 85 of my weekly diary. This one will be last week and this week because I just got so busy last week that I couldn't actually put it all together in time. And I didn't have too many videos for it, so I just thought I'll put this week's all into one. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here's my video for Monday and today. So yesterday wasn't too bad. It was obviously focusing for the game on Wednesday. Against Oaklands. So it was kind of focusing on mauling, attack v defense, game conditioning, and we had actual conditioning at the end, but it wasn't like overly hard. It was just kind of going through it, see where you're at, fix whatever mistakes you make, go through it, and kind of going through like that, because obviously trying to make sure we have everything right for the game. As I said, wasn't too bad at all. Then today, it was like one of my long days, obviously, but it was actually quite nice because even though it was a long day, it felt so much shorter because our second lesson was a practical that we finished in like an hour, and then we got to go after that. So I was in a group of 3, so it was me, someone called Alex, and another girl called Gaia. And she was teaching line-up lifts, the other one was teaching kicks, and I was teaching hook throws, and it was showing how well you teach. So it wasn't like focusing on, like, I'm trying to work out how to say it. So it wasn't focusing on the actual coaching, like how better they get. It was focused on you actually teaching them. So he took around taking pictures as we went through it. Instead of doing the 440, we got to do like 20 minutes because it was pictures instead of videos. But yeah, it was so much better than what we thought it was going to be. And the other thing is, instead of like a face-to-face exam for the next one, it's mostly online. There is a bit of face-to-face for the SAL taps, but the rest is like a quiz online that I have to take, so that is so much better. Anyway. So quick one for Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday is quite short, so I don't have a lot to talk about, but let's go on for it. So Wednesday was game day. Sadly we lost, but it was only by 1 point, which I don't know if that makes it worse or better, because it was like we were so close but we didn't actually get there. It was 31-32, which is actually such a good score for a game. I was watching from the sidelines, also watching the live on the phone, slightly delayed. It was a bit annoying, but yeah, the girls played so well. Their defence was so good, and just going through everything was absolutely amazing. It was a lot less emotional than last year, but I think that's just because obviously last year, like, we thought we were going to beat them, like we were so sure, and then it was 19-19, but because they scored first, like, we lost, and I think that got to a lot of people. So yeah, like, obviously people were crying, but not as many people as last time. Me being the tosser I am, ended up falling over and hit my arms on the stand because I went to high-five someone, and as I sat back down, the seat goes up and I just drop. So that was absolutely horrendous. Afterwards, we ended up going to the pub, and it was supposed to be like go pubs, spoons, and then somewhere else, but I don't think many people actually left the pub in the end. Obviously, we have a curfew of 10 p.m, and you're not allowed to drink, so yeah, it was pretty good actually. Some of the non-com were definitely drinking, and it made it a bit funner, but having to look around, seeing everyone together was quite nice overall. But yeah. Then Thursday, obviously it's my late day, so I didn't start till 1:15, and it was pretty much taking notes the entire class, and then explaining that we have a practical, and then making notes for the practical, and then we were done. Like, I don't even think we were there 2 hours, so yeah, that was my day, and yesterday. So this is the semi-finals, Medway versus Bex Valley. Final score being 72-0, so it was a great win for us. The weather was absolutely horrendous. It was so bloody windy. like absolutely insane. The ref actually had to come over and say how line-outs would be like quite a high leniency, because how bad it was. I managed to score a hat-trick, which I was very happy about, because I think that was my first hat-trick ever. Like, obviously not in Sevens game, but in like a proper cup game, I think this is, so that was amazing. But the game had to be stopped slightly early because, like, some of their players got injured, so I think we played for half-time plus 20 minutes. Quick video for Monday and Tuesday. Monday was focused on pretty much going through the entire option list for line-outs and any attack or defence drills we have, basically going through it all before our game on Wednesday. So yeah, it felt like it took a while because I think it was half an hour before the end, like, we ended up doing it again because, like, the ace team went off to do IDP, and then the dev team, we carried on doing it for a bit longer until we actually got it right. So yeah, that did feel like a long day there. And then Tuesday wasn't actually too bad because I was stressing about one of the coursework thingies. It was called Salt Apps, and it's like see, ask, look, touch, active, passive, strength. And so the teacher tells one of the girls an injury, you have to walk in, they're pretending to be injured, they're holding sank or they're limping, and you have to basically go through that and tell them what's wrong with them. And yeah, so you do that twice and then you pretend to be the injured person. Honestly, it was quite fun. I think I was panicking more than I should have been. And the online quiz, I did it second time round. I got 98%, which is, I think the cut-off was 95. So as long as you got above that, it was fine. And I did, so happy days. But yeah, no, first lesson felt a bit long, but second one went by quite quickly, I'd say. And then we just had to do some of the evaluation for last week's practical, which I didn't finish, but it was just kind of like I did quite a lot of it, so it was like I'll just go back to a comm, and it's not due till Friday, so then I have time to actually complete it still. But yeah, that's how it went. Quick video for Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll kind of tell you what happened on Friday. So, Wednesday was an absolutely amazing game. It was the finals for AOC. I ended up playing more than I thought I would, which was quite surprising, because I think there was an injury and then I took over someone else's. I did think I was going to be flanker at one point, and then I wasn't, and I was like, but I was playing hooker throughout. Didn't play prop, which is always happy days. The weather was absolutely horrendous. It was so hot. Like, there was barely any wind or anything like that, but the actual sun was horrendously hot. That, like, half-time and stuff like that, when we got breaks, they'd give us ice packs to just put on our heads or back of necks, because it was just absolutely horrendous. But it was such a close game, and it kind of reminded me of the Ace Finals, but in the opposite aspect. So for the Ace Finals, if we scored the conversion kick, we would have won. But for the AOC, if they scored the conversion kick, they would have been draw with us. So it was like a really close game by the end. We kind of picked it up in the middle, or like 20 minutes before the middle, and then it just, I think because everyone got really hot and then tired, it started going a bit downhill again. So it was like down, up, down. But we just got so lucky that they missed a kick, and it, like, at the finals, everyone was on the line. Everyone ran up together to try and stop this girl from kicking. But yeah, it was like a really good game. The medal is massive compared to like normal ones. I've got it like over here. Grab it. There. Ta-da! This was the medal everyone got that played for my team. But yeah, it was just such an amazing game. It was just very like up and down emotions, because like when we were winning, it'd be like yeah, and then suddenly we'd like be on the edge or something would happen, and you'd just watch it and you'd go, oh my god, please just don't lose. But yeah, it was a good game, I would say, 100%. Very stressful, very stressful. And everyone was going to go out afterwards, but I think a lot of people were just absolutely drained from it, and it was quite like a long coach ride. Like, not longest we've had, but like, after you play a game, you don't want to sit on the coach for like 2 hours or 2 and a bit, I think it was. But yeah. So I think like afterwards everyone was just like, nah, we're going back. So some people still went out, but like me and my mates kind of just stayed back in a car, like, yeah, we're done. Thursday, all I did was school. It was supposed to be the practical, like, because we got to pick what we did, and ours was 20-metre sprint before and after Monster Energy to see if it made a difference. And that was supposed to be this week. However, half the class didn't turn up for some reason, so we had to move it to next week. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. So we ended up just doing work, and like, so we kind of had to do part 2 before we've done part 1, which is a bit complicated because it was like all the consent sheets, like printing off all the scoreboards and stuff like that, and it's like we don't know the scores yet, so we can't actually put any information in, but we have them in hand. So it was just kind of like that. And then I went home afterwards because I was supposed to have what I thought was a cup game on Friday. It turns out it was like a friendly against our own team. So it was our team split into 2, which was a bit weird. My knee felt a bit sore in warm-up, so I was just like, nah, I'm not playing this. So I just ended up not doing it and then stayed at home. So yeah, that was my Wednesday, Thursday, and a little bit of Friday.